as you're just a group of secret agents. I'm sorry, there's just certain things that, you know, like James Bond. You know what I mean?
Are you talking about Kingsman
He
now?
had some, James Bond had some crazy shit, but it was all within the realm of plausibility. Like, yeah, we may not have that technology, but you could see that, you know, it would be somewhat possible.
And Sean, what are you talking about? You wouldn't see any other Fast and Furious movies. Those movies are awesome.
And that's exactly why I would not take your advice on what movies I would see.
Listen, there's a difference. I get what you're saying about you want the reality of things. Like, for instance, a car taking out a tank or jumping through the biggest plane in the world and taking it down with 3 cars.
Watch things on the prowl.
I can understand where you're coming from. But they're movies. They're built for the entertainment.
Yeah, but I mean,
if they were all realistic, then you wouldn't have the movies.
Here's my point. I get you. I really honestly do, but at the same time, it just doesn't do it for me.
It'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid.
No,
it's calm for now.
King, the reason why I tell Steve not to watch any of the other Fast and Furious movies is it's this. If you can't watch a movie without, you know, going in it and then being like, well, either finding loopholes or, you know, seeing, oh, this is so fake, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know, there's no point for you to watch that movie.
It's like with horror movies. You know what I mean? Like if I watch a horror movie and literally the fucking bitch in the movie make every single fucking stupid movie mistake in a row, like it's a cute, you know, an instruction manual, I can't watch your movie.
As I recall,
you know what I mean? Like, they're just people are not that stupid.
And people are not that
you know,
good.
it's just.
Like, you can't be that good to land a bike on a train and then
that's the whole point of it, is
it.
people are that stupid in real life.
I mean, not to the point, not to that point. I mean, if you just throw every horror movie trope at me, you're not making a good movie. You're just throwing shit together. It's sort of like, you know, with video games. Like, if you steal something from another video game and you implement it terribly, you're shit. And that's the, you know, and I will condemn you for having stolen something from another game. However, if you steal something from another game and you implement it in a different way or in a unique way or flawlessly blend it with your own playstyle, I applaud you for it. You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't come up with your own shit, but you made some brilliant shit with somebody else's shit, I will applaud you for it. But if you steal somebody else's shit and you make some garbage with it, no. Then you're a thief. It's like the difference between, you know, companies that reboot certain movies. Like, I really like, a lot of people are like, oh, they're rebooting Terminator. Like, why? I love the way that they're rebooting Terminator, because they're making it so that the other Terminator, the original Terminator shit, still happened. You know what I mean? It just happened in an alternate timeline. So that makes sense to me. So it's like, okay, I'll buy that they're fucking completely redoing it and it's all going to be different now. Because they explained it in an intelligent way that makes sense.
Right.
You know? Whereas other companies who rebooted movies, there's not really, like, they just all of a sudden it's like the original movies never happened. You know what I mean? Like, that's some bullshit. When you're just gonna, it's like what they did with DC with the New 52, where it wasn't like they wanted to, you know, make their own characters. What they wanted to do was they wanted to make the characters that already existed into their own characters. Which is why I lost interest. Like if you just want to take somebody else's shit and totally change it to make it your own, that's shit. If you want to make up your own shit and take other people's shit as you know, as inspiration, that's different. Hush falls over the ground.
I cannot hold it.
It's okay, you don't have to agree. That's just how I feel.
Stopped.
Chosen.
Oh no.
Think of one.
I agree.
It's
I agree to some
a
extent.
girl. What would Anna have named her?
I mean, we're not going to see eye to eye on it because, of course, I mean, you know, for instance, you like Flash, I like Flash, I like Arrow, you despise Arrow.
Can't stand it.
For what reason? I don't know. Because Arrow
Because
is
the
good.
few episodes I've seen were terrible. The acting is terrible. The drama seems like it's just thrown in there just to have extra drama.
It's just about the
which
same
I can't,
acting
which I
that you
can't
get in
stand.
Flash.
Sky.
No, not really.
By the powers of Earth.
And I'm sorry, but the fight scenes are terrible.
By the world. That was
I
to
saw
be
the
your
fucking
home.
the one fight scene where
By the world. that was to
Arrow
be
and
your
Speedy fight Boomerang.
Forgive me,
That was the
you
worst
king,
choreographed
but
fucking
I
fight
did
scene
not
I've ever seen in my
embrace.
life.
home. Forgive me.
And then the fact that they're constantly just stealing storylines from Batman instead of using Arrow's own storylines
As my daughter.
is also bullshit.
Well, Green Arrow doesn't have much of a storyline.
Daya.
Yes, he does. He's got 30 years of comics of a storyline.
I guess.
Good. Now bury the body.
If they were going to do it the way they did it, they could have fucking brought in Green Lantern, because Arrow and Green Lantern and the Flash are all fucking buddy-buddy in the comics.
Well, they're all buddy-buddy because they're all human.
Well,
For the
they're all
most part.
buddy-buddy not only because they're human, but also they're criminal investigative backgrounds.
Yeah, I don't really like Green Arrow.
We're not talking about Hal Jordan's
Needs
Green
time.
Lantern. We're talking about John
Maybe I should
Stewart.
turn into a
Oh, okay.
lubricant.
Yeah, that's what I
stay
thought
here
you were
and
talking
wait.
about. It's like,
You
oh,
go home.
hope he's talking
I'll
about this
wait
other
with you.
guy. One.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. The guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts.
But yeah, I don't
Just
like
witches'
that
work
they
left
bite
to
off
do
the
here.
fucking off of
Gotta wait a
Batman's
day and a night
storylines.
for the botchling to turn into a lubricant.
Fucking
That's
shitty.
it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
And I'm sorry, but not for nothing. Ra's al Ghul would never respect Green Arrow enough to want him to take over for her.
It wasn't about that. It was about the fact that he survived his sword.
It was nonsense. That's what it was about.
See, the thing is, I believe with
Yeah,
you...
but here's the thing though. The Flash got an 8.3 on IMDb. The Arrow got an 8.2.
See, can't be that bad.
No, don't get me wrong. There are lots of people who love drama.
It isn't
love
drama, it's
for the sake
action.
of drama. It's not action.
I love the way you chuckle. I knew you would chuckle. It is action.
Not action.
It is an action drama.
It is a drama with a little bit of action thrown in.
It is a action drama. Come on, his mother got cut down in front of him.
By blood's power, I summon you. With your name, I beseech you.
Yeah, except Green Arrow's parents died in a plane crash.
Arise, Dea.
Yes, all of this is known.
So then, how did his mother get cut down in front of him?
Because it's a different take on Green Arrow.
Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
And that's what I'm talking about. They didn't even. So it's not Green Arrow. It's Green Batman.
Wait. Hold on here. Wasn't Batman's parents?
Batman's parents
were killed in front of him. Yes, they were. They're. See, what they basically did was they just went, oh, well, Arrow's close enough to Batman, so let's just make a Batman show, except we'll make it about Green Arrow instead. We'll just call it Arrow. That's basically what the show Arrow is.
I'm sorry, King, but Steve's right, because it literally says billionaire playboy Oliver Queen.
Well, Oliver Queen is a billionaire. His parents owned, what was it, Queen Industries. He is a billionaire.
Still,
He's just another billionaire.
Yeah, so basically they introduced a before unknown other of Ra's al Ghul's daughters, who, you know, Arrow conveniently dated. You know, just like Batman dated Talia, the only actual known daughter of Ra's al Ghul. It's just, dude, they're not paying homage to the comic books. They're just using the name Arrow and doing their own thing. But at the same time, they're not doing their own thing because they're blatantly just stealing plot lines from Batman the Animated Series.
Hey, I mean, it's not copyright infringement, so.
No.
They're not I mean, they're getting away with it, so.
Well, because it's DC. DC owns Batman.
Yeah. But DC could have also said, no.
No, but what I'm saying is, realistically, has DC ever had a record of not licensing their shit to some shit that was fucking garbage?
That's true.
DC licenses their shit to whoever offers them money.
Sure wasn't Lavender they kept in
and they're
there.
not real
worth looking around though.
Not real picky about what gets done with their stuff.
Yeah.
I lost respect for DC, like I said, when they announced the New 52 and they described what they were changing, and it was pretty much like I said, it was just making the characters.
New 52?
Yeah, it was when they changed everything.
Yeah, they
reintroduced all the characters.
Yeah.
They basically reintroduced all the characters, and they changed everything because, and it was basically a bunch of new writers who decided that they'd rather, instead of paying homage to these characters that have been around for fucking decades,
they would change.
They just rewrite history and rewrite their stories from scratch to reflect how they wanted the characters to be.
A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Horseshoe.
Which is bullshit.
Could afford a horse.
But that's why. That's the main reason why I like the Flash. It is the most accurate representation of a comic book on TV to date. It sticks to the mythos pretty closely.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The Flash. I mean, shit, they're practically doing Flashpoint, fucking, like, straight up. Which was the biggest Flash storyline ever.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Shit, Sean, I don't know, you don't watch The Flash, right?
No.
Well, you don't watch it, but I'm pretty sure you would have recognized the, and I'm doing air quotes here, black hole that ripped a hole in the fabric of space-time